Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're doing amazing. I'm doing fine as well, and welcome back to the Digital Mom YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Josia and I'm the founder of the Digital Mom Space. Here we talk anything that is related to finding job opportunities, making money online just from the comfort of your home with your phone or laptop and your internet. And today we're going to tackle a very serious topic that most people do face as a challenge. I mean, have you ever heard someone say that you need experience to get clients? Have you? Or it's your first time? If it is your first time, don't worry, you will meet that, okay? But then when you try to get experience, people then tell you that come back with when you have a portfolio and you start thinking, I need experience, and then to get experience I need a portfolio. You start questioning yourself, where am I going to get this portfolio? Isn't it frustrating? It is for me, and I hope for many others it is frustrating. So how do you build a portfolio when nobody has ever hired you? How can you build a portfolio when you didn't do anything, if I can say yet? In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a professional portfolio just from scratch. Even if you have never had a client, even if you have never freelanced before and feel like you're starting with nothing. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to put in your portfolio and how to make potential clients take you seriously. So watch this video until the end. Don't go far anywhere. Comment. Let's chat in the comment section. And now let's get started. But before we go to how we are going to build this thing, but let's first see what is a portfolio. Before we build one, before we start to put together pieces to make a good portfolio, do you really understand what a portfolio is? Actually, let's first get its understanding. When someone say a portfolio, it is simply a proof of what you can do, what service you can provide, a proof of like what you could bring on the table, and that is it. It's not a fancy website, it's not a collection of certificates, it's just a proof that you can deliver a certain service or a certain product. It is approved. So when clients hire people online, they want to see, can this person do the work? Can this person solve my problem? Can I trust this person? These are the three things that a person who are looking for hires online they look if the person can do the work, they look if the person can solve the issue that they are facing, and if they can trust this person to do deliverables. So your portfolio should be a tool to answer to those three questions that a client is asking him or herself. So think of it like this: if someone says that they can bake a cake, you don't ask for their certificate first, you ask to see a cake they have made. Sincerely speaking, if you're a baker, no one is going to ask you to give the certificate of the baking training or the baking course that you've taken. What people are going to look is to ask you to give a piece of what you've baked, maybe a piece of cake, maybe a piece of mandazi, what you have baked or what you have already made, okay? Then the same applies online. Clients want evidence, not certificates, not completion courses, papers. They just want to see what you can do, okay? They want evidence. Now, let me first introduce to you the biggest myth that people do make about portfolios. And this one, I want everyone to be serious and say attentive on this, because you will meet it anywhere, somewhere, okay? The biggest mistake that beginners make is believing that I need clients before I can create portfolio. Sincerely speaking, if I tell you to give me what you have, to show me what you can do, what you can bring on the table, you will get in mind that the first time that you need to have like a finished product or a service you have delivered before for you to convince me. But in this instance, this is not what a client is in need. You can create a portfolio before you get clients. Let me repeat this: you can create a portfolio before you get your clients, before you give your first service. You should be able to create a portfolio, and clients usually come after portfolios as usual, not before, because if you didn't have a portfolio, which tool are you going to use to convince me that you can deliver this service? Okay. Many successful freelancers got their first clients using sample work. Nobody paid them for those samples, but those samples demonstrated their skills, and that is what you got them hired. Okay, this is what make them believable within the client's face. They, like, those samples demonstrated their skill, demonstrated what they could deliver to the client. So this time I'm going to tell you the trick you're going to use for you to have those samples. Even if you didn't serve any client before, you're going to choose one skill at first. Then before creating a portfolio, you have to have a skill. This is a default. It is a default. It's non-negotiable. You need to have a skill before you create a portfolio. So choose one skill. Don't try to showcase 10 different services. Just one. Have a focus on one. For example, let's take virtual assistant as a skill that you are going to pick this time. For example, you can showcase an email organization, a calendar management, a data entry that you have made. Okay, let's maybe choose CV writing. You can showcase professional CV samples. You can showcase cover letters. You can showcase LinkedIn profile summaries. Okay, maybe you've picked social media management. When you pick social media management, you can showcase cover posts. You can showcase content calendars. You can showcase engagement strategies, and so many that is concerning with social media management. Let's say that you choose email writing. You can showcase in this case customer support emails, professional business emails, follow-up messages. I mean, the clearer you focus, the stronger your portfolio will become. It is in your hand. It is in your ability to have a clear focus. Because if your focus is so clear, then the portfolio is going to be flawless. The portfolio is going to be easily to get. So after choosing that skill and know exactly what you're going to show, then you're going to create a sample project. Just a project from your mind. Not a real world project, just a sample for the showcase. Now let's build like actual portfolio pieces. This is where many people get stuck. Actually, many people, yes, they have those skills, they have those professional emails, they have those sample CVs, and all other parts that they could put together, but they failed to create a sample project. Now this is where many people get stuck, and I don't want you to get stuck too. Here is what you're going to do. If you are a CV writer, for example, just create one CV for a teacher, one CV for an accountant, and one CV for a customer service role. Show different styles. Like, there is a CV for the teacher, there's a CV for an accountant, there is a CV for the customer service role. I mean, these are the 3 different roles which are going to be needed by 3 different people. So create sample CVs for those 3 roles. Then show different styles. This is going to make a very beautiful portfolio for the person who is a CV writer, because you have already 3 sample works which could be applicable in 3 different industries. Now, if you are a virtual assistant, now create a sample calendar, create a task tracker, create an organized inbox example. Then, with your sample calendar, with your task tracker, with your organized inbox example, you have like 3 different projects which could be applicable in 3 different aspects. And this one are going to make a very, very, very hireable portfolio. Now, if you are a social media manager, create 5 Canva posts. Now, 1 week's content calendar, a mock Instagram page design. These are the 3 different projects which are going to make a very attractive portfolio. If you're an email writer specialist, an example, just create a welcome email, a customer support response, and a follow-up email. Then put together those 3, they are going to make a very hireable portfolio. Now, remember, these don't need to be real clients. Keep in mind, they need to be maybe imaginable projects. They don't need to be real clients. They just need to be clear, show what you could deliver to the person who is looking at your work. Then they just need to show your skills. Now, what you're going to do after creating those sample projects, you need to organize your portfolio. Now, let's make everything look professional. Use free tools like Google Drive, like Google Docs, like Canva. Then create folders. For example, a portfolio folder. Within a portfolio folder, just inside it, put about me, services, sample work, then contact information, and that's all. Then keep everything clean and easy to understand. Don't overwhelm people. Don't use too much grammar. Don't use complicated English. Just something simple that could be read and understood by anyone. Simplicity really wins. So now, as we are coming to the conclusion, let me tell you what you need to include within every section. In About Me section, many beginners skip this. Don't skip. Don't tell people who you are. Don't tell people, like, don't be like you are pitching. Don't be like you are in an interview. Just tell people who you are, what service you could provide, and who you help. Like, for example, you could put in this statement like, hello, my name is Josiane. I help job seekers create professional CVs and cover letters that increase their chances of getting interviews. At this time, people already know that my name is Josiane. They know that I do provide professional CV and cover letters, and they know exactly whom I help, job seekers. Okay, now keep it simple, clear, and professional. Now let's see, after making it clear, after keeping it simple, who is going to look at this portfolio? Now, know the target of where to share your portfolios. Now that you have done a portfolio, don't keep it hidden. Share it. You can post on LinkedIn, you can post on Facebook, on WhatsApp status, on freelancer groups, everywhere that you know that people are seeking for employers, for remote workers. Post it there. Then, when someone asks, can I see your work? You won't panic. You will simply send your portfolio link, the other one that you've created with sample project. Send the portfolio link, and that is it. Do it confidently and do it with your neat heart. Now, if you want, you could make it. If you will reach it. I want you to remember something. Your first portfolio won't be perfect, and it is okay. The goal is not perfection, the goal is the proof. Most people never get clients because they spend months waiting. Don't wait. Build, improve, learn, and repeat. This is the routine. You need to build, to improve, to learn, and repeat. And the routine will make you successful. Every successful freelancer started somewhere. So why not you? Now, if this video has helped you, comment portfolio ready in the comment section. I would love to know what skill you're building a portfolio for. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and to turn notifications so you don't miss future videos on the Digital Mom. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Until next time, we love from the Digital Mom. See you.